Hi everyone. Let me clean the screen. I think. How's everybody? Yeah. When the screen is tempered with, that's what happens. Okay. Tell me where you're watching me from. We are here to discuss something very, very important. How are you? How are you? Tell me where you're watching me from. Tell me where you're watching me from. We're discussing an important issue because we don't want YouTube to demonetize the video. So we have to be careful on the terms and the words we use for YouTube. Tell me where you're watching me from and smash the thumbs button. So, who's here? Who's here? Who's here? Just leave a comment. Leave a comment and let me know where you're watching me from. 21 people. Wow. Let's do this. Let's push, let's push, let's push. So comment, tell me where you're watching me from. Let me put my phone, let me connect my phone to the charger so we don't run out of battery. Where are you watching me from? Tell me. Me, Zambia. Oh, oh wow. From Holland. Good to see you. Good to see you. Upstairs and I wanted to see and the signal is quite. Ah, yeah, Zimbabwean by birth. Wow. Zambia Copper Belt, Agnes, good to see you. Good to see you. Let's welcome a few more people and see. I was trying to see how strong the signal is from up here. So basically, we are talking about what's happening in Zambia. Hi, Panaya Grace, and what's happening obviously across the world, which is the coronavirus. And we've heard we now have 2 cases in Zambia. These 2 cases are, we're not sure the race, the gender. We know the gender is a male and female couple that went to France for 10 days and they were on an Emirates flight and they are back in Zambia. And I know before people were saying it's impossible for black people to have coronavirus. We've seen our celebrity Idris Elba contracting the virus because he was helping somebody or he was with somebody who has the coronavirus. So this is an awareness video as to stay clean, stay safe, and just giving out pointers with my experiences here in the UK. So you might have watched or read somewhere that in the UK there's no toilet paper. There's no toilet paper in the UK. Toilet paper has run out. Even when they stock up the toilet paper in the mornings, people are buying the toilet paper and are finishing everything immediately without fail. Like, people really, really want to stock up their houses. They don't want to find themselves without toilet paper. And then tonight we're waiting for 8 p.m. for Boris Johnson to announce whether the kids will be in schools tomorrow or whether everybody will have to stay home. And the children are like, Mommy, you have to stay home. So apparently we're supposed to stay home throughout and not go out. That's what the children were saying. Yeah. I don't know. Panaya, can you hear me? Wow. Gabriel is watching me from the royal village in Mongo. Ish. Yes, my bro level.com. We have 2 cases of coronavirus in Zambia. That's why we're here to discuss this. And my question is, are we ready as Zambians? Are we prepared? 2 years ago, we had the cholera virus. Is it epidemic, pandemic, whatever it is, and a lot of people died, and we managed to keep Lusaka clean, keep Zambia clean. So it's more or less like Zambians are prepared for cleanliness, but with the coronavirus, are we ready? Are we prepared to tackle this virus? Yeah, and then I'm supposed to be in Namibia, and in Namibia, they've cancelled all flights from Ethiopia, Qatar, and Germany. And those are the only routes you can use to go to Namibia. So basically, they're saying nobody can enter Namibia now. Hi, Hi, Mafunase. How are you? Good to see you. Eugene says, with God, we'll definitely live. Of course, we'll definitely live. If you've watched the video on my YouTube channel from Prophet Makandiwa, he actually states that it's a plague that has been created to destroy humanity. And as long as you're praying and you're in the right place, you won't contract the virus. This is what I wanted to ask about Zambia. Are they going to close the airports? Hi, Chipo Beyani, how are you? Are they going to close the airports in Zambia? Or are they going to just allow people coming in? And the thing is, like, for me, I can come to Zambia because I'm Zambian. But the question is, if I'm leaving Zambia, will I be allowed? In the UK, people are saying that it's risky for one to leave. Oh, Kapunga said, Lily, I love your content. Yes, thank you so much. And for those of you who haven't seen my latest video, a lot of people have been asking about how to create a YouTube channel. So I've done a video for you guys, part one. Part two is coming as well, where I explain what you need to do to create a YouTube channel. Yeah. And then part two, we're gonna celebrate, because on my part two, we'll be celebrating my 40,000 subscribers. I'm sure by tonight I will hit 40,000 subscribers. Yeah. So in Kenya, for example, they've shut down the airports. The only people who are entitled to go to Kenya are only Kenyans. So even though we don't require visa Zambians to fly to Kenya, they have cancelled that. So we cannot travel to Kenya at the moment. South Africa has shut the borders. So my main worry as well has been people that are coming in through the like road by road. Are they also going to be restricted? But the good news is that I'm so happy that Kenneth Kaunda International Airport, they've placed in this scanning equipment that was able to detect that this couple had the coronavirus symptoms. That's a plus, and the Ministry of Health is actually doing a great job. It's amazing that they were able to catch these two people. And my worry as well has been that the coronavirus is only finding itself in Africa when people come from Europe. When somebody is in Europe and then they come to Africa, then they bring it. In Namibia, for example, the reason why they found two cases of coronavirus was because a couple from Italy found themselves in Namibia. So I kept on asking myself, is this a weapon? Is this by all means a way of trying to send the message of the virus everywhere? Because places like Zambia, where we felt, oh, we don't have any coronavirus. Okay, in the midst of all this confusion about the coronavirus, this couple decides to go to France and then comes back. And then Dora Celia was on a panel where Dr. Chilufya was being asked questions like, okay, who are they, these people? What's their race? And then Dora Celia was like, don't say it, you know, because I'm very sure we'll find out that the race of these people that have come from France to Zambia are just people who probably live in Zambia and they are not Zambian, like pure Zambian. Yeah. So Natasha says Zambia is ready and will fight this virus. Yes, that's what I was saying, that Zambia is ready because we combated the cholera in 2018, and the hygieneness of Zambians has been improved, obviously, and Zambians are aware that you need to be hygienic. Things like hand sanitizers that people never really used to have those days, nowadays Zambians have them. So the only worry would be if somebody is sent to the compounds to just give them the virus, because it's airborne. On the London tubes, we saw a video, guys, a video of somebody that was touching themselves and then putting the virus all over the tubes. And that is why even Boris Johnson has said it, that we have to be careful with our travels. Is it necessary for us to travel on public transport? And why has this virus started in Europe? I was asking the British people, why has this virus started in Europe? And the British were like, as soon as the British heard that the virus had started in China, what they did was to tell the British people who were there, come back to Britain, come back to Britain. And the British people have been saying that was the time the British people should have closed the borders to everyone. So we are on lockdown at the moment. And my children have been laughing at me like, oh, mommy, make sure you buy lots of food for the house because the doors will be closed. We're not allowed to go out. If you go out, the police will find you. And I was looking at it like it's the end of the world. Have we reached the end of the world where we have to be locked down, and people are even scared to touch each other? And then there's a movie called Contagion, guys. It is exactly the coronavirus, everything that is going on now. And this movie was one of the best-selling movies in 2011. Now 9 years later, it's exactly that. It's about a virus that kills people, and people contracted it through eating pigs and whatever from China. But this one is from the sea, through seafood. So are we ready to combat it as Zambians? That's the question I've been asking. So Karen says, hi, Z is ready. Z is ready. Than yeah, uh, that South African here. Okay. Um, Jacob Silunga says, Lord, have mercy on us Zambians. Let's stand together and may God protect us. Of course, God will protect us. God will protect us as Zambians. And that was just my main worry. I was just asking, are Zambians ready for the coronavirus? And I've seen how the Ministry of Health are working so hard. They've even put out information like videos as well, teaching people on how they should stay meters apart, no handshakes. Even the Zamtel have sponsored the poster which forbids handshaking each other. And it's also a difficult period as well for business. Businesses were doing so well, and now you can imagine everything is on hold. Everything to tourism. All her clients have cancelled their trips for the whole year to Zambia and Livingstone. So we're going to lose out on tourism as well. Hi, Supernatural, how are you? Musanda Ivan says, are the airports closed or still open? The airports are very, very much open. Emmanuel Mukandawira says, you're looking good. Thank you so much. The airports are very much open in Zambia. No one has shut the airports, but there was like a message that was coming through where people were saying by 18th or something that traveling to Zambia will be forbidden. But I think for the next 30 days, no one should travel. And I feel so sad that I can't travel, because then I wanted to come to Zambia for 2 weeks during this Easter period. And what the British government is saying as well, because we have a website where you can follow DirectGov, where they're saying that if it's necessary, you can travel, but if it's not necessary, do not travel. So it's only in cases of emergency. And I know a YouTuber who is in Burundi right now, a Kenyan. She is stuck there because she went there by road and there is no road transport. I think they've forbidden that. So she's looking for contribution for her to fly back to Kenya. I really, really, really have to be in Namibia because I'm signing an ambassadorial deal with a top musician over there over my lipstick line. So we've created a new line for her, and we're naming all the lipsticks under her songs, so as to promote my brand as well. So it's like the corona is really spoiling a lot of things, and somehow it's also about us reflecting the situation. How prepared are we as human beings in terms of rapture, Christ? I know people will say, oh, that topic again. But, are you ready if you found yourself on the other side? It just feels so unreal. And my biggest fear is that, when they started, the Western world especially, when they started with, oh, we're going to be making sure that all your information is on a barcode. We thought it was a joke. All our ID cards are biometrics, and they do fingerprints. Hi, Christian Chama. Hi, Munanga. Oh, good to see you. And they do fingerprints. And when they do our fingerprints, fingerprints, all our information is recorded. So now we are thinking, are they now going to say you need to have the chip? It's quite a scary time. But what we need to do is just be ready for the coronavirus, be prepared, be clean all the time. Okay. Okay, so Karen says Chirundu border is not closed, but I understand why, because we depend on South Africa. Hi, Gerald, how are you? Good to see you. Yeah, because we depend on South Africa, so the Chirundu border cannot be closed, obviously. That's what I was saying, that, businesses will be affected because the foods as well that come in from South Africa, we highly depend on them. Hi, Musanda is watching me from Lusaka. Nice. Okay. Um, my brother says, is it true that Prophet TB Joshua prophesied that the issue of coronavirus will end on the 27th? I haven't seen that video, but I saw it. I heard about it. I heard about it. Yeah, but Chafumbwa Banda says, bring back the street videos. How am I going to bring back the street videos when the coronavirus is everywhere? So I will be actually traveling around the you guys, what is happening in the shops. I just want to show you guys. Oh, my nose. Now when I feel, is this a corona? By the way, at work, we are being checked, our temperatures. The moment we enter, temperature checked. The moment we leave, temperature checked. The moment we enter, we have to do our hands with our hand sanitizer. We have to rub our hands with the hand sanitizers. And then what they were saying as well at work was that when there is a proper lockdown where people are not allowed to go out of the houses, some people have volunteered to stay in the workplaces. Yes, yes, Chavomwa. I'm bringing them back. I'm bringing them back. I want to show you guys London. I want to show you how London is deserted. Can you believe that London was very busy? When you're passing through there every time, you would always find a lot of people, but now the streets are empty. So that's what I want to go and show you. I want to show you that London is empty because people don't want to contract the coronavirus. And come and see how the British people are shopping. So that's why I was trying to bring it to you guys to say, get ready to start shopping a lot, because people are shopping like crazy. And toilet paper, people are fighting over toilet paper, people are fighting over whatever. So are we ready as Zambians for the coronavirus? Are we ready? So, my bro, I have to watch Prophet TB Joshua's video, but Prophet Makandiwa's video was accurate. Like, he was basically stating that it's gonna come from the sea. This is what will happen. People would, will be sick, and after some time, everything will go away. So that's all I wanted us to talk about. We thank God that our airport, and people will say the Zambian economy is struggling. How can they afford that machine to detect coronavirus? Our Zambian economy is good. I know things can be tough, but it also depends on how we are doing our things. I saw a video. Chilufya was saying the coronavirus has disturbed the economy of Zambia. The dollar has been, is it falling or rising for some time now? The pound now is 19 kwacha. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. So, are we prepared as Zambians? Make sure you are safe. Your kids are kept safe and clean. There are some uncles and aunties that like to hug and touch, And by the way, as Zambians, we shouldn't even be thinking of, only the coronavirus. Like, we've had cases of TB as well, which are airborne. And we have to be even more careful every time. And the coronavirus is just keeping us aware that these things do happen. So thank you so much. Yeah, so that's all I wanted to say. I just wanted to keep it 20 minutes. Remember to wash your hands every time. Remember to only go to places, outdoor places, especially in pubs or whatever, only when it's necessary. Remember, you don't have to go to certain places, pubs or whatever, if you know your beers and stay at home. And just be careful, stay safe. For those of you who have children, don't just go table. you can't even tell if you have it. Look at that family. They didn't even have no symptoms, no signs. The two cases of coronavirus, they had no symptoms, but they got to Zambia. The machine was able to read that they had traces of the coronavirus. So it just shows you that, how many more people have entered Zambia without even knowing that they have the coronavirus? And what if people have used the road, so we have to be careful just to keep ourselves safe. And remember, despite us keeping ourselves safe, we should also pray. Like, if you've watched the video, I shared a video about Sia1, and I was saying that, some people will say, oh, he's talking a lot of baloney, he's talking a lot of rubbish. But believe you me, most of the points that he was saying were true, because then he was saying, Africa needs to be ready physically before they are ready, in prayer. You prepare yourself first. Donald Trump has shut the borders of America because he knows that they have storage of food and whatever in America, in case there was for years, in case there's a war, they have storage. That's why he said no one from the UK. So as it is, hi Bella, how are you? Good to see you. So as it is, me, Lila Mutambo, because I'm in a high risk country, the UK, I cannot fly to Namibia or Zambia. I just have to stay until the virus is completely gone. It will go, but it's so sad that 2020 has started on the virus note. It's not easy for us, especially if you're in business. You want to travel. Now you cannot even travel. China has been one of the busiest places that people go to, but now people can't even go there because of the virus. The streets are shut down. Yeah, people don't even want to go to town. And most of the times, I used to wonder, when I'm on a plane or I'm traveling, I see Chinese people covering themselves. So I used to wonder, and then I was told, no, it's because they have pollution. They've always been prepared for the virus. So the coronavirus as well, the reason why my video to watch, my video that talks about how you can become a Zambian YouTuber, those are some of the things that you can learn as well. Oh, Joyce Musenge is watching from Italy. Good to see you, sis. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, so it's good. It's good for you to keep that in mind. That the coronavirus is undetectable at the moment, and keep yourself clean. Stay safe. Buy some hand sanitizer to rub your hands, each time you use the loo or you eat, and make sure before you eat you use the hand sanitizer. Let's be clean. Okay, thank you so much. So any more contributions before we close the live stream? I always like to keep my live streams very short. It's just that sometimes some topics we just go over and over and over. Yes, Jacob says only prayer and faith in God, all will be well. Yes. So thank you so much on that note for watching this video. Let's continue talking about the coronavirus and sharing the awareness of this virus, which is deadly. It's not even a joke. People have died here in the UK. In my town where I'm staying, there's 2 people who've been contaminated or who've contracted the coronavirus. So stay safe in Zambia. It's a girl, lilymutamztv, also known as Get Up as it. Yes, yes. Yeah. Gerard says convict 19, COVID 19, nagasing yawamapo. They find, yeah, because that one, if you just touch, I, you see the Chinese doctor that whistle blew about the virus. When he started talking about it, the Chinese people stopped him. He was even, and then they made him treat somebody who had the coronavirus and he didn't know. This person went with some disease. I was watching a video about it, and the reason why YouTube is not allowing monetization, like monetization means adverts on videos talking about coronavirus, is because they don't want to scare people, to alarm people. But you find big TV channels, stations, their videos are being monetized. Ah, good. Rejoice Msamba says, watching from Lusaka, keep updating us. Yeah, so with the coronavirus, as we were saying, Zambia has detected 2 cases of coronavirus. It simply means that you and me have to stay safe. Try and buy as much shopping for your house. toiletries, the basics. If you go to the shops, I'll do a video and show you what is happening here. There's no, the basic toiletries are gone. Like, I was asking one of the guys in a shop, like, how come there's no toilet tissues? They're like, no, the moment the pallet of the tissue comes in, people are queuing up for toilet tissue, and everything is going. At first, I was thinking coronavirus was diarrhea, honestly, because when I heard we are running out of tissue, I was like, is it diarrhea? You know, yeah. So, and the issue of us touching our nose and everything. So today at 8 p.m. British time, we'll be hearing from the Prime Minister of the UK, as he will be telling us if the children are allowed to go to school tomorrow, because they are planning that the school should be shut down from tomorrow for a period of 5 weeks. Now, wow. So what are we going to do, some of us with children? It means the children don't go to school, and how do we work? And then I also read somewhere that they were planning in this country to add a certain like income for parents who work, that need to look after the children at home, because the children need to be at home. Because then if the children are at home, we can't work. So wow. Okay, so Musanda even says, countrymen and women, let's stand up and declare a good health upon our nation. Yes, we're declaring a good health on our nation, Zambia. Make sure you stay clean, make sure you stay safe, make sure you take all the precautions, and no hugging, no touching. We have already said that. Thank you so much. I am really, really pleased with the government of Zambia, what they're doing so far with the Ministry of Health. I like the Minister of Health. It's good when you have a doctor. Dr. Chilufya is doing his best, because he knows what's there, and not putting somebody who's not in the field, to do what they want to do. At the end of the day, they'll just talk their own things. Okay. It's time for Formative says, hi, I need to talk to you. How can I get hold of you? It's serious. Oh, really? Send me a message. Send me a message on an email on nachinice@googlemail.com or lilymutamztv@gmail.com. Send me a message there. So thank you so much, guys. Let's continue praying for. It's about prophecy. Which prophecy? You can type. Do you have a prophecy? Do you have a prophecy? So it's time for Metiv is talking about a prophecy that she don't know whether they say she or he has a prophecy. What is a prophecy about? It's about me. It's about what's happening right now in Zambia or in the world about the coronavirus. Let me know. Let me know. So thank you so much. Revelation. Okay. Send me a message and then I'll read it later. Take care. And then I'll be doing another live stream, because I don't want to use the same live stream, talk about the same topics. I want those people who want to watch this video to watch this video, and those who don't want to watch this video, watch this video. Yeah. So we're going to do another topic. Oh, Victor Gerard is watching from Zambia Mukushi. Thanks, Lily, for always keeping us updated, Victor. Thank you so much. Oh, Maxon Carter said, hi, Lily, how are you? I'm good. The rod of the iron is acquired. Okay. So it's time for Metiv. Send me a message. So thank you. Thank you so much. And remember to keep yourselves in prayer. If you've seen the song that I've done, I've shared a song which I always say, this song is powerful, because the song just talks about how we need God. We need God in our lives, in whatever we do. Bagelo Upper said, what is the way forward with the coronavirus? So the way forward now is to keep yourself safe, clean. Don't travel if it's not necessary. Don't go to public places if it's not necessary. Do your shopping in advance. If you need meat, whatever you need, stock up your fridges. Buy dry foods, loads of dry foods, pasta, rice, things that you can store to avoid you going to the shops. It's unfortunate that in Zambia you even have load shedding. Otherwise, you could have stocked up even the meat in your fridges. But avoid public places, and also try by all means to get yourself a mask if you can, because we have 2 cases of coronavirus in Zambia, which were not even going to be detected if they did not pass through the machine. Meaning these people would have entered Zambia and the virus would have been everywhere. From the people they are greeting, from the people that are helping them to collect the bags, and people will say, no, it's witchcraft, not knowing someone has entered. Okay, yes, my songs are there on my videos. Okay, what steps do you take when you feel the symptoms? The first steps you take is go and see your doctor. You go and see your doctor, tell them that you are feeling, because they said you feel dizzy, you feel drowsy, you feel like a flu. It's like a flu. Tell your doctor, go to the doctor, explain that you think it might be this. And then in Zambia, they've put some designated places. I'm told it's Chilanga. When I read about the couple, apparently they're in Chilanga. So even the Ministry of Health, there should be a hotline that people can call to say they are feeling certain symptoms, that those people can be quarantined. It's important that each and every person who is feeling ill must be quarantined. We had is it the president's wife from Brazil? No, Canada. Yeah, Canada. She contracted the virus after attending a meeting somewhere. So we don't know where the virus can come from. I know it's a big threat to the world, but we have to be prepared and take precautions as human beings. Any symptoms of flu, anything, just report it so that you can be attended to. Okay. Then Eugene said you didn't finish about toilet paper. We need to know. So Eugene, basically about the toilet paper, I don't know why the British people just decided they should be buying toilet paper. Now it's even in America, everywhere. People are going to buy toilet paper and the toilet paper has run out. So what is happening is when you go to the shop, like now, if I go now, there's no toilet paper. But in the morning, they are filling up the pallets of toilet paper and people are literally grabbing. So what the shops have done, they have put a limit, 1 packet of toilet paper per family. Because some people are buying 5, 6, 7, 10 alone. So they've said 1 per family. Now, there's other stores. So maybe some families will go to Aldi, some families will go to Asda, some families will go to Sainsbury's and stock up. But now they've put a limit of 1 toilet paper. And then for the hand sanitizer, the whole country, there's no hand sanitizers. So I know it's not a good thing to say, but I have even found a supplier to supply me hand sanitizers for me to supply in the UK. And I'm just waiting for certain things to go through. I was asking certain people, I was like, look guys, we can also try and push our business here as well on the hand sanitizer, because the whole UK there's no hand sanitizers. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? And now people are selling hand sanitizer for £24 a bottle. Yes. So Ivan says whatever goes up must come down. However, let's uphold a high standard of hygiene. Yes. What then Amos says, what are we doing as a country for those traveling in and out of the country before they mix with everyone? And if you've seen on the Ministry of Health page, they have a machine that is scanning people to detect the virus, and I was so impressed when I saw that. That is how they were able to check the two. But now I was told that there would be a lockdown on Zambia as well through the airports. I'm not sure about that yet, but the thing is, me coming from the UK, which is a high risk country, if I come to Zambia, I have to be quarantined because I'm coming from the UK. And the only reason why I will be allowed to come into Zambia is because I am Zambian. But leaving Zambia, going elsewhere might be a challenge. That is why even the British government has really emphasized on staying where you are unless it is necessary, unless you have a funeral. And now, if you've read on the Ministry of Health post, they've said if you have a funeral, may you make your gatherings shorter. And if people have parties, may they prevent parties for now. Okay. Yes, okay. So Moses is saying, why closing schools and colleges when the step to take the right step is to close the airports. The thing is, if children are affected, it will not be contained. It will be worse. And they are high likely to be contaminated. High likely. High likely. So we have to be careful with children. That is why the children have the schools have to be closed, because you can't control a child to be hygienic. Children will play with rubbish on the floor, dirt. They'll go to the toilet. They won't really properly clean. Like now in schools here, the children are being told to wash their hands a lot. But here we're waiting for 8 p.m. and I will give you an update. 8 p.m. British time, the Prime Minister is going to announce whether or not children should go to school. And they're planning on a 5 weeks. So my children have already been given their homework in advance because the schools might close. And the government is also planning to pay parents who have children. So I don't know how they'll do it. Maybe they'll pay through the tax credits. I don't know how they'll pay. Okay, so Zephaniah says, good madam, I'm watching and following you. Please do your best. Thank you so much. So that's the reason why they're closing. And then Zephaniah says, let the government close all the borders. Yes, the government. Oh, so Karen says, a 3-year-old boy here has COVID-19 in SA. You see, so you can imagine if that boy went to school. Look at the family, for example, that flew to France and nobody knew that they had come back with the virus, and then their child goes to school on Monday. Oh, I'm back from France. Everybody will be hugging the child, holding hands. Before you know it, the whole school has it. And they'll be wondering, where is it coming from? It's too late. You know, some immune systems are not strong, and the COVID is not a joke. It's a killer. It's a killer. It's a killer. It's not a joke. In the UK, so many people have died. And that is why in the UK, they're calling it a weapon. They're not calling it, oh, COVID-19. They're saying a weapon, health weapon, because it was assigned to kill people, you know. Yeah. So John Musso, the only thing that will save us to get under the blood, COVID-19 is not here for the children of God, but for the disobedient of the word of God. Yes. And that's what I'm looking at. Like, you know, people are just on about, oh, we need to buy food, we need to buy sugar, we need to buy everything. And they're not looking at their salvation and their lives. Are we doing the right thing? Do we know Christ? If today the world came to an end, do we know Christ? If, you know, everywhere was closed, and people don't realize that God is also calling for an attention here. Call upon your maker as well. It's very, very important that you call upon God. And that's why I love America. America, regardless of what they do, they always put God first. Every time. That is why their money says, in God we trust. So Donald Trump has put things in place. Kenya has put things in place. Uganda, I was planning to go to Uganda to do a video with somebody who was based in the UK. I'm going to bring you that video soon. I wanted to show you how successful this guy is in Uganda. But I can't, obviously, because of what's going on. So he too, he has told me and confirmed Uganda has shut its borders. So Zambia too needs to shut their borders. I was told on the 18th, Zambia will shut their borders, and I know the only people they will allow is us who are Zambian. But it's dangerous. Okay, Chulo Shadrach says, I'm watching from Kawe. May God bless you. Thank you so much, Kawe. I'll be in Kawe soon. I'm coming for a special wedding, Your Map's wedding. He has invited me to come for his wedding with his fiancé. If you haven't seen the video that I've uploaded today, Your Maps bought his fiancé a car, a Jaguar, a blue one. Amazing. So yes. So that's what I just wanted us to discuss. We should be ready for the coronavirus. At first, it sounded like a joke. People were making memes. My children call them memes. They don't say memes, memes. People were making memes on Facebook and saying, the coronavirus is for you people in Europe. The toilet paper is finished. Start stocking up now. Start stocking up food now. You don't want to be found in public places with loads of people, and then you don't know who is who. And Zambia has a lot of foreigners that come in daily. But the goodness is the machines at the airport are making sure it's being detected. But what about the ones from the borders? Because somebody today was saying that they saw a truck from South Africa that was coming in. The question is, have those people been checked as they are coming in? So we need to just be aware of all these things and keep yourself safe. Don't panic. Don't panic about the coronavirus. Do not panic. Just stay clean. Stay clean. So thank you so much for tuning in. We can now end this live stream. Hi Volclam, good to see you. Thank you so much. We can now end this live stream and then we'll carry on with another live stream talking about something else. See you on my next live stream.